Today we are at the SWA Greenway Trail System here in sunny South Florida. This trail is located in West Palm Beach, Florida. The trail in total is 5.7 miles. It is home to tons of wildlife and it's made of mostly crushed gravel with a few wooden bridge areas. So let's check it out. So we are coming up here to the first little turn off. One thing that is unique about this trail is that it ends up forking. You can go this way to make it a smaller loop. So this is actually the butterfly trail and it like loops around back to the parking lot. You can continue on this way to the E loop. So we are going to continue on to the E loop. We'll come back to the butterfly loop a little later on. So this trail I have gone on quite a bit as well. If you watch my prepping for the Appalachian Trail, you probably recognize it a little bit because I would come out here quite often. It's just a nice, easy path. A lot of it is covered by trees right now. Not really so much, but it is shaded quite a bit. Pretty easy trail. The trail that I was on last week is a lot more sandy. This is more... just got bit by a bug. Y'all know how I feel about those. But this trail is a lot more crushed gravel, I guess, and it does have some boardwalks on it as well. So we'll get to those later on. But I like this one. It's pretty good. I have a feeling that I'm going to get bit by a lot of bugs today. I did wear pants. I should have worn a long sleeve shirt. I did buy a new hiking shirt that is a long sleeve. It is from Jolly Green Gear. So that should be coming in the mail in the next couple weeks. I'm going to review that for y'all. It is a newer company that's kind of been around for a little bit now, so I just wanted to test it out, see what it's like. Thought it would help because it is SPF or UPF or whatever it is, sun blocking shirt, and down here in Florida we have a lot of sun, so figured I would try it out, see if it's feasible to hike in a long sleeve shirt down here in South Florida. This trail is not marked by like yellow blazes like the last trail was. It's actually not marked by any blazes until you get to kind of the straightaway path, which I'll show you when we get there. But it is very well defined. I mean, if y'all can see behind me, like you can tell where the path is and where the path isn't. So it doesn't really need to have markers. So that's kind of nice for a newbie. You just kind of follow the pathway and kind of see where you want to go. Like I did say, we are going to come up here. There's some things in the bushes. We are going to come up here to another turnoff very shortly to go to the Dragonfly Trail, which I'm a little nervous about because I feel like there's going to be a lot of bugs back there, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. All right, so we have come up to the next turn off. This leads us to kind of the straightaway path, but we are going to head to the Dragonfly. So another cool feature, which I'll pause just for a second, you'll see that along this trail there are little huts, I guess. They don't really have a name. Like, they're not marked on the map or anything, but there are little huts with benches that you can sit on and just chill, and some of them have views, some of them don't. But yeah, so that's nice if you are looking to take a break. I will say this trail does get pretty buggy. A lot of times I've been out here, I've gotten bit by, I think they're black flies or deer flies or something, not quite sure. But I've gotten bit and gotten some pretty big welts while I'm out here. So just be aware of that if you're looking to like find some place to like sit and chill. This might not be the trail for you. So we are coming up here now to the Rookery Loop Trail, which is part of the Greenway system. And unfortunately, this time of the year it is closed because they want to protect the wildlife during the nesting season and yeah, just not disturb the birds. So we will catch that one another day. I will link some videos where I do hike on that because I have gone on that before with you guys on this channel. So yeah. So now it's time to turn around and we are going to head back down the Dragonfly Trail and head towards the SWA Trail, which is kind of the connector between all these. It loops them, it helps to loop them around essentially. There are so many dragonflies on this side of the trail, but I've been trying to film them so many times. I have so many clips I'm gonna have to delete because it's literally just me filming the grass in the air. I just can't seem to capture one. So we are on the Dragonfly Trail, and trust me, there are dragonflies. I just can't capture one on film, so sorry. Another thing about this trail, actually, you know what? Let me flip you around while I talk about this so y'all can see how beautiful this part of the trail is. I'm back in the Jurassic Park area. All right, so another thing that you should be aware of this trail, and I think I definitely mentioned this earlier. If I didn't, I'm mentioning it now. But this trail is made for bikers as well. So if you come on this trail, just be aware of your surroundings. If you're wearing headphones, maybe have one in and one out. If you're not having headphones in, then you should just be alert and make sure you're listening for bikers, because they do whip around the corners pretty quickly here. And because it is crushed gravel, as you can see, bikers do come out here quite often. Now today, I was the only car in the parking lot, so I don't know if I'll see any bikers around, but we'll see. All right, we've made it back to where we came from. So we came from this way, from the parking lot, and now we are gonna go straight so we can kind of connect the loops. All right, so just for an explanation, we came from here, we hiked up here. Here's where the first turnoff was, but we went this way. And then here's where we are now. Before, we went all along the Dragonfly Trail and came up to the Rookery. And that's where we turned around and came back to here. Now, if the Rookery was open, we'd be able to go all the way around here and come back up on the SWA Trail and come all the way around to the Dragon or the Butterfly Trail. But unfortunately, this part of the trail is closed, so we had to come back here. We're gonna go up this way and come around back to the parking lot. Alright, so we have gotten to the straightaway now on the trail loop, the Greenway Trail loop. This part is called the SWA Trail. The SWA Trail is actually 16 miles, and I'm thinking maybe we'll do the whole thing one day. Not sure. The only thing is like if I park my car, I need someone else to come with me to park it on the other end, so we're not having to do 32 miles, because that would be a little insane. But I'm thinking one day we'll come out and do it. I just gotta rope someone else into hiking 16 miles with me. So basically, this part of the trail basically just follows along this waterway here. I think it's on the Grassy Waters Preserve, if you are familiar with that in South Florida, and just follows along it quite a while. There are some little lookouts from time to time that you can go out and look at the water and kind of see some of the birds and wildlife that lives out there, but for the most part, this is just a straightaway back to the Dragonfly Trail, or the Butterfly Trail. I keep getting those two mixed. So, quick update. I've been hiking for a little bit more now. Down the SWA Trail. Oh, that's really cool. Let me show you guys real quick. Do you see that right there? It's a little shell in the pathway. That's cool. Right, so back to my little update. I wanted to update y'all on my foot because I know this has been a reoccurring theme on this channel, and a lot of people have been wishing me the best, so thank you. My foot is doing much better. I went for quite a long run this weekend for the standards of which I have been running. For the first time, I did a run straight through rather than doing intervals where I walk 30 seconds, run 60 seconds. And it went pretty well other than the heat. I was dying of the heat, but my foot wasn't too bad. I did rest it yesterday, and it is doing decent on this hike. I haven't had any issues. Now I am wearing an ankle brace, so that is something that I do every time I either hike or run now, is wear my ankle brace, and I think that little bit of extra support is helping it. And I wear my UFUs around the house when I'm just chilling or going to the grocery store or something, and that helps with providing just a nice support underneath my foot rather than regular flip flops. So that's been good. So I'd say my foot is probably now 90 to 95% healed, which last week I feel like it was at 80%, 85%. So I feel like it's doing better. It's just taking some time to ease my way in and build that strength back up to it. Now we got back to the butterfly part of the trail. It loops back in there, but I'm going to continue on going straight because I see a bench, and since we missed the prettier views, I've never actually gone straight past this dragonfly. Or past the butterfly trail. I keep calling it dragonfly. Jeez Louise, Laura. But I want to see what kind of view this bench has since we missed the other views. Yeah, it could be better. I'm gonna go back to the other view. It was better. That's so pretty. Ooh, there's something in the water down there. Moving and grooving. Back to the butterfly trail. We'll get one more decent view when we go to the bridge over here. And that's about it for this trail. Y'all, there's a freaking deer on the trail. If y'all can see right here, this branch that kind of, or tree that kind of goes sideways. Oh, I'm not gonna get it. It's gonna get spooked. I've never seen a deer out here. Okay, it's going onto the trail. No freaking way. That's cool as heck. Cool. If y'all can see right here, that's where the deer is. Oh, and it ran away. I've never seen any big wildlife out on this trail. It's usually just been like squirrels or birds. That was cool to see a deer. You know, now that I come to think about it, I don't know if I've ever seen a deer in Florida. There's always a first for everything, right? I'm just nervous that it has like babies or something around. It's gonna come get me. Some near its babies. I doubt it though. I doubt it. Y'all, still scared of wildlife. No matter how many trails I go on, I feel like I'm always gonna be scared. Ooh! Ah! Look at that huge grasshopper. Well, that's a wrap on the SWA Greenway Trail System. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.